Hey guys, it's Tia. I know firsthand how difficult it can be to apartment hunt as a college student. It's hard to know which one is the right apartment for you, and even when you do find the right apartment, the whole process of moving in and signing the lease is very stressful. But now we're in a global pandemic, and I know that can add a lot of stress to an already stressful process. So today I wanted to provide some tips on apartment hunting during COVID-19. I'm very excited to announce that this video is sponsored by Sterling 5th Street Apartments. They are a brand new apartment complex in Davis. They're eco-friendly, they're catered towards students. They are offering fully furnished studio, 1, 2, 4, and 5 bedroom floor plan options, each fully decked out with high-end features that'll make you feel right at home. Sterling is also offering winter leases for those who can't be in Davis during fall quarter. I will leave all of their information in my description box below, so be sure to check out their website to learn more about them. So for this video, I have 4 overarching tips on apartment hunting during COVID-19. Tip number 1 is utilizing online tools. This might be something you're already doing and something that you would have done in the past, but now more than ever, it's really important to understand what's available online. Make sure when you're looking at different complexes that you really go through their website, because you might be able to get some of your questions answered and be able to rule out certain apartments right off the bat. Check out the different photos they have, see if they have any 3D models of the apartments on their website, see if they have any FaceTime tours so that you can get a chance to see the inside of the apartment and ask questions in real time. Speaking of FaceTime tours, Sterling 5th Street Apartments offer FaceTime tours. They make it really easy on their website to schedule a tour. Here's what the website looks like, and here is how you are able to schedule a FaceTime tour with Sterling 5th Street. And here is an example of what your tour could look like if you decide to schedule one.
Hi Tia, my name is Lynn. I'm going to be taking you on your tour today. I'm going to be showing you our model unit so you can see the furniture package that your apartment will come with. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Damon, and this is our D1 floor plan. Check out the kitchen first. You'll notice our white quartz countertops with plenty of space. Our appliances are stainless steel. We are a LEED Gold certified property. It comes with 2 side tables, a coffee table, a side chair, and a sofa. Each bedroom will have a full-size memory foam mattress.
Make sure to ask if they have FaceTime tours available, and also ask if they have self-guided tours as an option as well. So some apartments are offering ways to check out apartments while staying 6 feet apart, or just going in to check out the apartments yourself once the manager has opened it up for you. And that kind of leads into the second tip, which is about connecting with apartments. So utilizing email, phone calls, and video calls to connect with apartments. In my experience, having a face-to-face representative is the best way to really determine whether an apartment will be suited for you. The starting point is definitely the website and doing your own research, like I mentioned before, but then you want to transition into actually talking to people who work at the apartment. I know I personally am not a huge fan of phone calls, but I don't really mind FaceTime calls, especially now during the pandemic. I've been getting really used to them. I feel more nervous on the phone. I feel like I like FaceTime calls better because it feels like a real conversation. But if that still freaks you out, reach out via email and ask your questions via email as well. Any way to get in contact with a person at the apartment that you're interested in. It's important to have some questions already ready to go before you make the call. I mentioned some potential questions you could ask in my last apartment hunting video, so I will leave a link to that in my description box and also put a card on the screen for that. Make sure that the questions you are asking are as specific as possible to your living preferences. Try to get some of those preliminary questions out of the way during your own research. You know, some of the more general questions about what the apartment has to offer, and use the time via phone call, FaceTime, or email to really answer questions that are specific to you and that you can't find answers to online. A common unique living preference that a lot of students right now at Davis are facing are not being able to move into apartments in the fall because everything is moving pretty much online unless your class is unique or has said otherwise. What's really cool about Sterling 5th Street Apartments is that they're offering winter leases starting in January of 2021. They're offering this as an option for those students who can't be here in the fall, and that eliminates you having to sign a lease and pay for an apartment that you're not even in. So that's an example of a preference, right? Not being able to move in till a certain time. So making sure that you have those specific unique questions ready. Ask how they're making accommodations to your living preferences during a pandemic. Asking questions about sanitation, how they're going to change their operations to maintain social distancing. What's unique about Sterling 5th Street is that they're brand new, so they've never had anyone in their units yet, And that's a plus during a pandemic when you are concerned about, people who have been living in apartments before you. Okay, tip number 3 is using Facebook to find people to live with. Especially right now, it's hard to meet in person, so if you are looking for new roommates and you can't meet up with people in person, Facebook is a great alternative. Definitely take advantage of the Facebook housing groups. They're super helpful when it comes to looking for roommates or looking for potential offers. Something super cool about Sterling Fifth Street is that they have a roommate matching application. So if you decide to fill out an application with Sterling Fifth Street, you can also fill out a roommate application, and it helps to connect you with people who have mutual interests and could potentially be great roommates. I think that's like a really cool feature. It's sort of similar to when I was living in the dorms. There was a similar application that you could fill out to find roommates. So it's cool that they're doing a similar thing at their apartment. And the last tip, tip number 4, ask your friends and fellow students their opinions on the different apartment complexes in Davis. This is super important because obviously websites are going to make their apartment seem like the best place ever. So it's really important for you to do your own research and learn from people who have actually lived there what their experience was like and if you would find it enjoyable. Asking upperclassmen like myself questions about where we live and what we like about our apartments, other apartments that we've heard of, places that our friends have lived, can really help to give you more personal insights on what it's like to actually live in these complexes. Going back to using Facebook, I think utilizing Facebook and Wildfire, which I've mentioned a few times on my channel, can be really helpful in understanding what it's really like to live in these places. Don't feel afraid to go on Facebook or Wildfire and ask, what do you guys think about this apartment complex? For anyone who's lived here, what do you think about it? What is your experience? Another thing to utilize is Google reviews. So you can kind of see what people thought about the apartment, why they gave it a certain ranking, and you could potentially follow up with someone who left a review and maybe ask for more info if you wanted to know a little bit more on their personal experience. So I'll show you an example with Sterling Fifth Street. So if I go online and I look it up and I check out the Google reviews, you can really see what people are saying right now and see what their opinions are of the place. You also want to check to see when the reviews are being written. If the reviews were being written 10 years ago, management might have changed and things might be very different from how they are today. So you do want to make sure to look at when they're being posted. But it's just one of many ways that you can get a little bit more insight to what apartment living at that complex is like. That's it for the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video provided you with a little bit of advice and some tips on apartment hunting right now during COVID-19. Thank you again to Sterling Fifth Street Apartments for sponsoring today's video. If you want to learn more about them, I will leave all of their information in my description box below. Website links, phone numbers to call, social media links, everything will be in my description box. And as always, I will have resources and links for things that are going on in the world right now, ways that you can help, so make sure to check out my description box for those links as well. But yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys really enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!